Hey buddy, Crow back again with another Zaccaria Pinball video. This is one that's actually been requested of me for quite a long time, and this is going to be my top 10 Zaccaria Pinball tables. This is going to be the solid state edition. I've decided to break this up into categories, so this will be the solid state edition. The next one will probably be the EM edition, and the last one will be the remake table edition, because those are all complete. May do the deluxe one in the future whenever those tables are all completed. That might not be anytime soon though. But for this video, what I've done is I've actually gone back and I've replayed all of these solid state tables, all 27 of them. I ranked them all, and what this video is going to be is my top 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the footage while I talk over it, starting with the number 10 entry. And yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it, so let's just get started with that. Alright, my number 10 entry here is gonna be Clown, and I was actually quite surprised that this made it into the top 10, because it's not, I didn't really consider it one of my favorites, but as I was playing this again, there was some stuff in this table I really liked. I really liked this little clown target that comes across. Basically, that's the one thing I really like about this table. And in order to activate that, you have to hit this target, and this target. It comes across, and you basically hit it, and as many times as you hit it, you spell clown, and then finally hit the special for the points. And I thought it was just, you know, very fun to play this table. Not frustrating at all, but you know, the theme is something that I'm not a big fan of, but and I don't think a lot of people are a big fan of the clowns, especially the back box of this. It's really, really terrifying back box on this table, but yeah, Clown, that's my number 10. Alright, in my number 9 spot, we've got Strike. This is one of the earlier tables from 1979. It's almost an electromechanical table. I like this one because it's very simple. I like when we got the big row of targets here to knock down. You knock down all of these targets. It's pretty much giving you a strike, and then you have the opportunity to hit either the left or the right target here for an extra ball. And then if you could manage to do that 4 times, you get the special lit here. And it's just a fun, relaxing table, very simple. And yeah, that's why it made it on my list at number 9. Over in the number 8 spot here, I've got Fire Mountain. Again, it's another table where we've got the line of targets here and the line of targets here. Every time you knock down one of these lines, you spell one of the letters out in Eruption. Get that all the way to the top, and you've got the target here that you could hit for the special. I also really like how, I'm not really sure how it works out, but you build up this meter here, and when you do hit the left or the right side, it will automatically knock down targets for you. I thought that was pretty cool. But again, this is a really simple table. I really enjoy this one, so I think Fire Mountain has got to be in my number 8 spot. In my number 7 spot, I've got to put Shooting the Rapids. Again, this is another really early one from 1979. And I really do like these early simple tables. This one's pretty straightforward. You've got this line of targets right here. Hit that down, I think, a couple times, and then the special will light. But then you've also got a whole bunch of other things here, like the spinner. The spinner does advance the bonus, and then you've got targets A, B, and C, which will multiply your score as well. So that's really fun. I think when you get these down a couple times and hit the special, that's actually the extra ball. I might be wrong about that, but yeah, it's fairly straightforward, and it seems to be one of those go-to tables for tournaments. And I always enjoy playing this table in the tournament. So I got to put this here at my number 7 spot. At my number 6 spot, I've got to put Farfalla. This was easily in my top 10. I really enjoy playing this one for some reason, even though it can be pretty difficult. Really, one of the main features here is we got this button here, which will drop this ramp down to allow you to go up here for some bonus points, which it's just doing right now. But the other thing that's also pretty cool is on the sides here, the left and the right sides, there have been other Zaccaria Pinball tables that do this, but you've got the flippers on the sides here. And if that is active, you could, bam, save the ball. Good timing there. Save the ball from draining if you can time it just right. But then again, you do have to reactivate that again in order to use it again. But yeah, just a really cool table, I think, all around. So yeah, Farfalla, number 6 spot. In my number 5 spot, I'm putting Magic Castle. I wasn't sure if this was even going to make it in the top 10. But I have been playing this one recently, and I don't know, maybe it was updates or whatever, but I really do enjoy this one. It does have the same save flipper thing on the right side here, and you might think that this over here might be a problem, but what's funny is when it drops down here, it may like drain over here, but usually it's pretty fun to try and save it and rescue it. So the left side winds up not really being much of a problem at all. The thing here is that you are knocking down these targets here and activating the monsters at the top of the ramp here, and you get bonus points for doing that. They got weird names like Zankenstein, Dr. Zekel. I can't really read or remember. Zacula, that's what it was, Zacula. It's just funny, just the monster names with the Z's replacing the first part of it, but. Yeah, I really do enjoy Magic Castle. It's not really that frustrating to play at all. So yeah, number 5 spot. All right, in my number 4 spot, I'm putting Time Machine. It may be biased on my part since I actually own this machine, but I really do like how this machine plays. In essence, you've got the main area over here that lowers and raises whether or not you're in the future or the past, and it kind of gives you 2 different play fields. Over here you've got the pumper area where you try to knock the ball around to hit the targets. When this does drop, you've got the long shots to make to hit these targets. You've also got these targets in the side here, and when those get hit, you can hit this target for some. Actually, you start to spell machine. So there's a bit to do on here, and you don't really have that much of a problem worrying about the ball draining on the left or the right sides. But yeah, we're not really seeing me hitting this this area over here to see this drop. But yeah, it drops. So I fast forward a little bit, and we're gonna see the table drop right here, just so you can see that in this video. And you got a whole big wide open play field right now, which kind of drained right down the middle for me. But yeah, Time Machine is in my number 4 spot. In my number 3 spot, I put Zancor, and this really surprised me that I wanted to put in Zancor even in the top 10. But as I was going through and I was replaying these tables, I wound up playing Zancor probably the longest out of all of them. I was just trying to capture some footage or whatnot, and I wound up playing this table for over an hour. And it's just got some really weird things. Like this right here, you would think that the ball would drain, but if you time the nudge correctly, you could save the ball pretty consistently. So it's pretty fun to try and avoid this area. But you've got the main feature here, which is this ramp. You hit this ramp up here, and this ramp will come up just like it just did right now, and that allows you to hit this creature over here, which will light up a couple lights here. If you do that enough times, you can earn an extra ball. But the other thing that I find incredibly fun to do on this table is increase the bonus multiplier. And to do that, all you have to do is hit the spinner. So it's just really fun to try and hit that spinner all the time to see how high you could get the multiplier. You get to get the multiplier up to 80 times, which is insane. But it's a really fun table, and I got really addicted to it, so I gotta put it in my number 3 spot. Alright, in my number 2 spot, I'm putting both Pinball Champ 82 and Pinball Champ. And the reason for that is because both tables are pretty much exactly the same. And what I kind of really like about this one is the fact that you have to earn time to then shoot up here to hit this. And it's always fun to try and earn as much time as you can to try and get the ball up there. Let's skip ahead. You could see a little bit of Pinball Champ, just regular Pinball Champ, which was released a year later, if that. And you can see that basically it's the same exact layout. It's pretty much, it's just got a different design. The rules may be slightly different, but not enough for me to be able to tell the difference right offhand. But yeah, let's see if we could get the ball up there. There we go. Just so you can see when you get the ball up here, you get to hit the champ, and you do that. If you could spell champ like 5 times, you could light the red special over here. So yeah, it's just a really fun table, I think. And you can hear them counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 when you're running out of time. But yeah. Yeah, then your flippers deactivate and you're back to the regular playfield. You have to earn yourself more time. I find this to be a pretty straightforward and fun table. Both of them. All right, in my number 1 spot, I've got to put Black Belt. This is like one of my go-to tables. Every time I boot up Zaccaria Pinball, I've got to play Black Belt. And it's just a really fun table to play. You've got these row targets here, black, and over here, belt. Every time you knock down a whole row, you basically get rank up here in your class, and when you get all the way to the top and you hit this target here, it's worth a whopping 6 million points. So it's always fun to try and go for this, try to get and see how many times you could do it, even if you could even do it multiple times, because it's not as easy as it sounds. And you know what was really considered the main feature of this table here is this rotating bank of drop targets. Actually, they're not drop targets, but as you basically have to hit each one of these, and every time you hit one, whether it's lit or not, it will rotate around. But so sometimes one that you may have to hit maybe in the back and you have to rotate it around and hit it. But once you do hit all of them, you hit the red target in the center, and then you do get an extra ball, which can be fun. But, you know, take caution when you do aim at this. Sometimes it will bounce straight down. So I tend not to go for that very often, just if I feel like it. I mainly go for these side targets here because it's worth a lot of points if you can manage to do it. So yeah, number 1 is Black Belt. And there you go. That is my top 10 solid-state tables for Zaccaria Pinball. I'm really glad I went back and I replayed a lot of these tables because, well, all of the tables pretty much, because there were ones that wound up in my top 10 that I really didn't think they'd be in my top 10 unless I'd replayed them again. Like Zancor being at number 3, I didn't even know that would be in the top 10, and Clown, despite the theme, being number 10 as well, because that is pretty much a fun table to try and hit that moving target. Next up, I will be working on the EM tables. That may be sooner rather than later, depending on how much time I have to work on it, replaying all those tables. There's not as many of those, and you could probably play them through quicker and get a better idea and rank them quicker because they're not as in-depth. But the remake tables may take quite a while because there are as well 27 of those, and they are in-depth, and I want to play them all as well. And before I go, I will say that if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up because it really does help with this video being shared around. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.